My question that I'm answering is, after viewing the video, a community discussion about the death penalty, imagine that you're being charged with a crime you did not commit and are facing the death penalty. Do you feel that your personal characteristics, race, ethnicity, age, disability, or the like may have an impact on the judicial decision regarding your sentence? Why or why not? So to begin with, I identify as an African American female. And with that being said, I do not I do believe that my race and my um, female, me being a female, does play a role into if I will be charged in the judicial system. For example, there's research that says that women account for only 1 in 100 persons actually executed in the modern day. So with that being said, I have that kind of on my side. And then also it says that um, there are only 571 documented instances of women being executed since 1632. So executions consist about 2.9% of the total of confirmed executions in the U.S. So women play only a small percentage into the people who are actually executed. However, I also think it depends on the crime in which I committed. And research also says that depending on who was convicted, I mean, who you killed, whether that was a female or whether that was a male, also plays a role into it as well. Well, also, if the person that you committed the crime was white or black. If you committed a crime or you killed someone who was white, you're more likely to be sentenced if you was a black person that killed that male. However, I think something stood out in the video. It said that justice swings the sword against people who look like me. And that is a comment that a gentleman made within the video. Justice swings the sword against people who look like me. And I would totally have to agree with that. I believe our justice system, there are some disparities when it comes to African Americans in general, whether they be women or men. It says that 1 in 100 African American women are in prison, and that African Americans constitute nearly 1 million of the total 2.3 million incarcerated population, and that African Americans are incarcerated at nearly 6 times the rate of whites. So my trial, the characteristics of the makeup of who I am would impact a judicial decision. The fact that I'm African American, the fact that I'm female, and then also they will look into my economic status, if I had a background, if I didn't have a background, if substances were a part of the crime. Like, all these things are played into making me out to be this person who committed this crime, whether it be a monster or someone who depends on the system. That's something that's very common, of betrayal of African American women in the judicial system. So looking at all of those factors to see if I meet some type of stereotype of a person who hasn't accomplished anything, who's been recycled throughout the system, all of those things will play a part. And it's so unfortunate that there are disparities still amongst people, whether that just be me being African American or a woman. Even though there are other statistics that say being African American or being a woman will lessen my chance of, it's like I have a less of a likelihood to be executed because I'm a woman. In this country, women are not usually executed in this country as much as men are. I don't feel like that's fair. I don't really believe in the execution system overall anyway, but I don't believe that it's fair that as a woman, regardless of the crime I committed, that alone would play a part into if I was sentenced. So hopefully in the future we can do some things to counteract this issue, and to just really look at the purpose of the execution system. Is it effective for our community, and what message does that send to our communities as well? So thank you.